My name is Beres Hammond. I'm sitting in with KiDz HuB.
Hello, I'm Monty Alexander.
Tough youth, you hear?
We are here with the iconic Monty Alexander, who just performed here at the New Jersey Performing Arts Center in Newark, New Jersey for the Reggae Jazz Festival. So, can you just tell me what inspired you to start doing music?
In my home in Kingston, Jamaica, when I was a very young guy, like about 3 years old, there was a piano in the home, and I saw that beautiful item, and I went over to the piano and I started to bang away and it made me feel good. And I wanted to keep doing it. I kept doing it. And then one day I started playing little melodies and then rhythms. And I just said, this is too good to be true. And I started to play, and then people came and said, yeah, play more. And then I became older, and I kept meeting the good musicians in Jamaica. And I was so inspired. And still today, after all these years, when I play, I feel inspired. It doesn't stop. Music is just a great way to express yourself and give happiness to other people.
Now what excites you the most about playing in front of a live crowd like you did today?
You know, it's a mystical thing. You just reach for these moments where you're playing when you have great musicians to play with, and there's an energy that goes back and forth. It's a positive energy that makes each of us feel good. And that goes to the audience. And when it goes among the musicians and then it goes to the audience and it comes back to you, it's just like a whole circle of joy, simply put. So yes, it happened tonight, and it happens most nights, and you want to do it again and again and again.
So what's it like being one of the top 5 jazz artists, knowing that all these people really love your music that much?
Well, seriously speaking, I don't consider myself any kind of top jazz artist. I do what I do. I'm so pleased to play music, and some people consider me being of a special nature, and I'm delighted that they feel that way. But for me, it's about just making people happy. That's what it is.
Now, what was it like tonight working with somebody like Hammond and considering his legacy? What was it like from your perspective being able to work with him on the same stage?
Well, he has an audience that so loves him for what he does, because he's a total giver of love, romance, happiness, positive thinking. That's where I come from. So to be on the same stage playing before Beres's performance, and then to share a moment of music together was really outstanding, a special evening for me, because not everybody's like that. Beres Hammond is one of those rare people that is about total positive, because you see the people singing with him, and it's everything he says is about upliftment, and that's why I like him so much.
So you've done music with people like Sinatra, Tony Bennett, right, Quincy Jones. So what was that experience like for you?
Well, when you're with people who have all that experience and they are icons in their way, you're kind of saying to yourself, wow, here I am with this person or that person or that person. And I'll tell you right now that one of the most exciting things that ever happened to me was when Mr. Frank Sinatra said, hey kid, he called me kid and say, hey kid, I like how you're playing, you're swinging, you know, or something like that. And I want you to come and play at my party. And then I was totally blown away, because I'd just come from Jamaica about 2 years before, and there I was in the middle of this world of the top people. Around that time I did also meet Quincy Jones, and I did recordings that he asked me to play on. Just 6 years ago, Tony Bennett had me on one of his recent albums. So having been around those people is incredible. But also to be around the people that come from Jamaica, where I come from, is just as wonderful. In fact, it has even a deeper meaning, because that's where I come from.
What is it like to get the support from the States here in America, especially in New Jersey? And what is it like when you you know, having a venue like this today, and you're able to, you know, connect with the audience like you did?
You know, I have to take it. I got to approach it very in a special way. Not I can't let it get to me too much, because you want tomorrow night to be like that, and the next night to be like that. But this was very special. This is an incredible venue for music, and I looked up at the rafters, and I saw a beautiful theater, somewhat like when I play in Europe, in Vienna or in Paris, where I go frequently, you know. So the NJPAC is a special place, so there's an excitement. And I've been doing this for a long time. Good thing is, it never gets old.
As far as, you know, your career is concerned and your legacy is concerned, have you had the opportunity to think about that and to contemplate what it really means at the end of the day?
Good question, because that's something that I'm only just now beginning to think about. Because what I do is now. I'm not thinking about tomorrow or yesterday that much, because I live in the now, in the moment. That's what we do when we play our music. They use that word jazz, which is very mystical to a lot of people. But jazz, one of the best interpretations of jazz, it's something that you make now. We don't rehearse, you know. We don't, you know. So that's been my life. But now I'm beginning to want to share whatever it is I can share to other people younger than I am, and give them encouragement. That's the best way to bring your legacy to the forefront, to let people know that this is a great thing to do too. You know, you can get a hard job, you know, but art and music is so important to the spirit. And I am getting into it more and more, you know. So it's good speaking to you about it, because tomorrow morning I'm going to be thinking more about the whole subject.
Well, thank you very much for your time today. And, you know, me and Amiri, we both watched you on stage tonight. You did an amazing job. And thank you so much for your time.
And I love that you're both doing this wonderful work, sharing this with your contemporaries, and that they're seeing that these people that make music, you know, we have such a noble love for this. And you're helping to share it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. This is Serena Thomas.
I'm Amiri Tello.
And thanks for watching.
Are you ready? KiDz rule. Ready to go. KiDz rule.